What's up, and welcome to our podcast, Toast to Tea.
We're two friends that love the world of celebrity and pop culture and talking about it with you.
To join our world of celebrity, make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to our podcast. Now hit it.
It's about that time.
Wait, where's the Chris Cam?
To say cheers to our world of celebrity.
1000%.
They're back together, and it feels just right.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya.
Raise your glass.
I'm Maddison Hill.
And I'm Courtney Revolution.
Because it's our moment to
Toast to tea.
Yes, Courtney, you really added a little extra chutzpah to that intro today, and I'm living for it.
A little sprinkle of seasoning on top.
Yes, I think it's the NSYNC shirt. The NSYNC shirt is giving you extra life.
NSYNC, girl, let me tell you something. You know Lisa from The Circle, right?
Yes.
I bumped into her in CVS recently, and I was trying to pump her for information. She's such a good assistant. I was like, girl, when the NSYNC tour is coming, girl, so I could know. Girl, NSYNC, girl, they gonna drop an album. She was like, Courtney, I don't know. she's like, I don't know. I can't tell you that. I'm like, Lisa, give me the tea, girl. NSYNC, please come back. Come back, y'all.
I feel like Lance Bass is the chirpiest one. Like, he's the one who's always subtly spilling tea. Like, when all the Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears stuff was going down, Lance was like, let me tell you how JT is doing. Like, let me be the one to give the insight how the boys are reacting. So I'm shocked. Lisa's better at keeping things in than
she was.
Her own boss.
Mom was the white girl.
But
I want NSYNC to come back.
I was an NSYNC over Backstreet Boys girly, for sure. However, Justin Timberlake has been getting on my last literal nerve lately. That's my only thing.
Here's the thing.
I feel like he likes to remember his NSYNC days when it's convenient, and I don't like that.
I agree with that. What upsets me about Justin Timberlake present day is that I like the new music, but like you said, the behavior is like tainting it a little bit for me.
Tainting it a lot a bit.
I'm sad about it. Like, you're going on tour, and I'm like, do I want to go to the tour? I don't even think I want to go to the tour.
No,
mistreating Britney like that.
The whole getting up on stage and saying I apologize to absolutely effing nobody, that's what did it for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this woman wrote on her Instagram saying, I apologize for writing blah, blah, blah in my book. And everyone go stream this new single that no one's streaming to begin with. And then you have the audacity to get up on stage and say that you're not apologizing to anyone. I was like, no.
You said absolutely not.
No. And I was not even like a huge Britney fan like that back in the day. Like, I loved Crossroads. I loved the hits, but a lot of my friends were like much bigger Britney girly.
Yeah, I love Britney.
But for some reason, now I feel like I need to protect her with a vengeance. Against
you said, leave my girl alone.
Literally. I'm like, the audacity of this man to get up on stage to a show that barely probably anyone even went to in the first place. I cannot.
All Britney want to do is twirl around in a low-rise bikini bottom and live her best life and smoke her a cigarette from time to time and remember the good times. And I can appreciate that. So I don't know why Justin Timberlake is acting like that. But keep on keeping on, I guess. Yeah.
I know. Honestly, I feel like a NSYNC reunion would serve him better than any solo thing that he's trying to do right now.
Yeah, because I'm paying for the NSYNC tour. I ain't going to pay for Justin Timberlake. But NSYNC go on tour. Lance, you can get my coin.
That's
you get my coin, Lance. Yeah.
Because I never got to see NSYNC. I saw Spice Girls when I was younger. I was like in kindergarten. Iconic. Would love to see them as an adult, but obviously that's probably not going to happen. Saw Backstreet Boys when they did a resurgence with New Kids on the Block. So
really? You saw that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was an intern at a radio station during that summer. And I remember I felt so cool because they were like, Maddison, do you want a couple free tickets to Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block? And I was like, I have made it. I have made it. I am an intern. I'm getting free tickets. Like, that's Kansas City. I was living.
I saw the Backstreet Boys in 2022 and they ate. Like, the microphones were on. So I like that.
Yeah. No, honestly, it was good. But now we need NSYNC to like kind of really round it out, honestly.
A little live tearing up my heart.
Yeah, exactly. I was a dirty pop girly personally.
Dirty pop.
Dirty pop.
You can't stop.
The amount of dance routines I choreographed to that
Really?
in the basement. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Not in the
It was the
basement,
beat.
Maddison.
It was the beat. You could do the moves. Oh my God. It was iconic. I lived for every second of it. Okay, I'm glad that we're both, of course, we're both NSYNC people.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
NSYNC, both Taylor, all of the things. All and now both getting into our country era as well with everybody.
I know, girl.
Getting into country.
Tanner Adele.
I
She's the
know.
one.
What's it called again?
Buckle Bunny.
Yeah, I saw you listening to that on your Instagram the other day, and I was like, Courtney's not lying. He is obsessed.
I listened to the song right before I got on with you. Rhinestone hat says Kentucky. Can't take nothing from me. I'm a Buckle Bunny. Period.
Kentucky.
She's the one.
I'm living for it. I
Yeah.
love it. I've been in my Real Houses of Atlanta era as of
Ooh.
late. I feel like I haven't even been listening to any music. You know, that's the new franchise. Well, not new, but that's the franchise I started rewatching because I've been trying to like rewatch the franchises for fun. It's good, you know, park your brain television. And before we got on, I was telling Courtney, I forgot how messy the early seasons of Atlanta was. And that's my favorite time to rewatch Housewives. Like any Real Housewives franchise, 1 through 4, minus Salt Lake, because they started when things were already like at the top.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch the early seasons of any franchise, the fashion, hilarious. Hilarious.
It was a different time.
It was a different time, and B, they just didn't have stylists. They didn't have PR people. You know what I mean? They weren't really aware.
Organic.
Yes, it was more realistic, more authentic. Like Kim Zolciak smoking a cig with her wine in the driver's seat of a car.
Living her best life.
You can do that in 2024. You can't get away with that now.
You cannot get away with that, Maddison. You'll be in the clink. You'll be in the clink. Mm-hmm.
Clink, clink. In the words of New Jersey, clink, clink.
Teresa's going on tour.
She is.
With Carlos King. He's doing like a reality TV tour, and Teresa's part of the tour.
They just released the new New Jersey trailer yesterday.
What's going on there? I haven't seen a few seasons of it, but I'm aware of the majority of the women, like Margaret and all of them.
Yeah, so, well, what Teresa specific, they are kind of making it seem like her and Louis are having issues and that he's like taking all of her money, which she didn't get a prenup, which is
She didn't?
No, which is mind-boggling to me. Even Andy Cohen had her on Watch What Happens Live, and he was like, please tell me this time around you're getting a prenup. Like, we learned our lesson.
Yeah.
With Joe Giudice over in Italy. We learned our lesson, did we not? No, she's like, no, true love doesn't need a prenup. And I'm like,
she's bugging.
So, already.
Not you, Tree. Not this
already
Tree.
this season. And of course, like, you know, her team's already putting out reports like, despite the trailer, everything's fine. But I'm like, I'm sorry, Louis has crazy eyes. You just look in that man's eyes and he has crazy eyes.
I only know him from Teresa's cooking videos.
Oh, Courtney. Go watch
We don't like Louis.
No, we do not like Louis.
Oh, we don't like Louis.
We do not. No.
I didn't realize we didn't like Louis.
No. Oh
I
my
thought
God.
we loved him. I thought this was Teresa's happy ending. Oh, y'all, I need to go.
Well, me personally, I guess. I mean, I'm not involved with him, obviously, but as a viewer, he gives me the ick. He gives me the heebie-jeebies because he's someone who started out so like suave and sweet, and I'm all for Teresa, and then a switch has happened, and he just gives me bad vibes. He gives me bad vibes.
I don't
He gives
like that.
me like angry, toxic. Also, where's the money coming from? You know when someone
He doesn't
says
have no job?
He's an entrepreneur.
Me
Which
too.
I mean, yeah, we're technically entrepreneurs as well. But when you're an entrepreneur with multiple businesses that have bankruptcies, I got questions.
Not this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor Tree.
I know. Well, actually, I would say I know, but also kind of on her for not learning your lesson the first time.
Yeah.
So.
Now, Tree, you needed that prenup, girl.
You needed the prenup.
Tree.
So we'll see. I know.
We'll see.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I will be tuning in on May 5th.
That's my birthday.
Yes, you go to Courtney.
That's me.
Yes, my sister's birthday is today, March.
Oh my
7th.
God! Tell her I said happy birthday.
Yes, I will.
What's she doing?
we're going to dinner. We're going to a
Okay.
cute little fam dinner, and then she's going out of town. But that's
Turn
fun for
up,
her.
girl.
Obviously, I'll still be here. Good for her. Jealous.
Madison,
Need a
you are
vacation.
silly. We're gonna get
Actually,
you on
no.
vacation.
No, I don't. I totally just lied, fully saying that. I do not need a vacation. I was gone all of January and February, basically, and
Oh
it
yeah,
shows.
yeah.
And it shows.
Madison,
So no,
please.
my ass needs to stay in LA, needs to take my vitamins, and keep watching reality TV on the treadmill. That's what my ass
Yes.
needs to be doing.
Did you watch Couple to Thruple? Damn it, Madison.
Courtney, I have not. I feel like the roles are reversed. It's normally me scolding you over this Christmas, and now you're scolding me over Couple to Trouble. I will. I need to.
It's good.
I need to
Y'all,
see how
please
couples...
watch Couple to Thruple. We need a second season, y'all. Give them your stream.
Okay, fine. Fine. I'm going to do it, even though you know how I feel about thruples. But I'll do it. I will do it for you because I love you. Okay, you guys. Speaking of, since we're already on... For those of you who
It's
aren't
okay.
watching the video, Courtney just bonked his nose right on this microphone.
It's
and
a mess
it
today,
made me
y'all.
giggle. It's fine. We're going to keep the reality TV talk going while we get into the tea. Cheers, Courtney. I'm on
Cheers,
my
darling.
third cup of coffee today, so that tells you how we're doing over here. Struggling.
I got my little coffee moment.
But it's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and kick things off and talking about Jessica from Love is Blind. Did she date Harry Jowsey? Because now the tea and the truth may or may not be coming out. So allegedly, you guys, Jessica, actually not really allegedly because there are pictures to prove it, but Jessica from Love is Blind and Harry Jowsey were seen looking romantic and cozy back in September of last year, September 2023. The photos were mostly passed over at the time because obviously we hadn't seen season 6 of Love is Blind. So
No,
we didn't
Jessica.
really we were like, oh, Harry Jowsey's with
Harry
another
and some girl.
Who cares? But now that obviously her popularity has grown and we're very interested in her love life post the pods, people have been asking questions about her relationship status. She was on Nick Viall's podcast and she said, quote, I can't say. I'm still trying to sort things out right now. I had another strong connection. You could probably use context clues if you look at the cast of Love is Blind, but I'm not saying any names because I'm still trying to sort some things out. I've learned to hold my cards closer to my chest with things like that until I know. She did say, though, what her type is. And her type is extremely tall, at least 6'2", because most of her exes are like 6'4" or 6'5". Beard, always a beard, and she prefers tattoos like a sleeve. If they don't have that, I would be okay with tall, dark, and handsome, is what she said, which does sound like Harry.
Yeah,
Like
right?
Harry matches all of that. He's tall.
He might not have a
hair.
sleeve, but like
Yeah.
sometimes he have his little beard going. He's tall, nice, sweet man. I said, okay, Jessica, Miss Jessica, I see you, girl.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, Harry Jowsey's the one doing the podcast of like giving men advice, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, I saw he was like, I want to be everyone's wingman. I want to be everyone's friend. Which I could
Because that's like, I could so see that.
I feel like Jessica gives off that energy. Because even in the pods, when she was going through it, she was still so uplifting to the other women.
Yeah, I agree.
So I feel like I could see them kind of, the little we've seen of her and him individually, I'm like, okay, I could see them. But like, is Harry going to be a stepdad?
That I didn't think about. To be completely and honest and transparent, that completely slipped my mind, Madison. Oh my God.
Our pause, I feel like our pause was a negative pause, but it really wasn't a negative pause. You guys,
it was me processing the information. I said, wait, what?
Actively saw our wheels turning. Like that was exactly what was happening. That's my only thing. I just feel like Harry's not ready to be a settled down man. You know?
Yeah. I didn't even, wow, Madison. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that one's gonna work. I don't know, man. We're gonna. I don't know. What y'all think?
I mean, we haven't.
What y'all
seen
think,
them.
community?
Yes, let us know. We haven't seen any sightings of them since September last year. So maybe they got together during season 2 of Perfect Match. I don't know. Either way, it's good buzz for the show.
Yeah, honestly, it's a couple I never would have expected or saw.
Yeah.
Like together at all, which is why I was like, what's going on here? Oh my God.
It's also good press for Netflix too. Like 2 of the Netflix main girlies at the moment, possibly having something, possibly already over something. Like either way, it's good all around. And I love Jessica.
I was
Love
gonna
Is
say the
Blind.
fans are really interested in Jessica, so like her being linked with Harry is only gonna, and she's beautiful.
She's gorgeous. However, I do think now that she's on this like massive blow up, I feel like she's not going to be ready to settle down with anyone right now because now she's going to be like, it's my turn, it's my time. I don't want a man tying me down.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm like now at this point, now I'm ready for like since TMZ said they might have got together during Perfect Match, I'm ready for that to come out now.
Right.
Because like what happened?
For sure. Courtney, did you catch up? You're caught up on Love is Blind, correct? Overall.
Girl, I'm so I can say this now. Girl, I'm so caught up, girl. I didn't see the reunion at this point.
Oh, you did already? Okay, good.
Way caught up. So I'm gonna let you lead and I'm gonna just agree or disagree.
No, I was gonna say just spoilers, obviously. Finish Love is Blind.
We're not gonna talk about the reunion, but the finale.
We won't talk about the reunion, but the finale. I am so pissed about AD and Clay. I am pissed.
Maddison.
You know why? Because Clay's dad, if he would have just kept his little tuchus outside in the cocktail area, we would have another married couple. But instead, he had to go and get in his son's head. And I'm over
Maddison. I go back and forth with this because I spoke on Clay in regards to the wedding, and after watching it initially between you and I and the community, hot community, I really felt as though Clay did the show for clout. The reason why is because, Maddison, this is a huge red flag to me. There are a bunch of red flags, but like the main one for me is how you do a show and don't know what the hell the show is.
That's true. It was a red flag when he was like, I'm watching the episode season 1.
I'm watching the episode. So it's giving, did you even know you were getting married at the end of this? Why would you know that you're not ready for marriage and then sign up for a show where you're getting married at the end? Because you're looking for a platform. Like, you're conventionally attractive. You know that like if you linked up with the right person, you could take it all the way to the end. Maybe, I don't know how the pay works, but maybe their pay is episodic. And they get paid a certain amount just to be there until they make it to the altar. Whether they say yes or no is whatever. These are all speculations also, by the way, guys. But, there could have been many a reason as to why Clay dragged that beautiful inside and out young woman all the way to the altar just to embarrass her. Like he's like kikiing with her right before he tells her no.
Also, he's like
all the way to
vows, the end. Like literally said vows. That's interesting. Okay, wow. And so, you know me, I am a hopeless romantic. And wow was the wool over my little eyes because I was like, you know what? He's trying to, I could see that he like wanted to change, but couldn't fully get there. And I thought he might do it. But I was like, seeing his dad come in, I was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, we're done. And then I loved how Clay's mom kind of stuck it to the dad.
A woman.
I was like, thank God. Literally, both of those mothers, Clay's mom and AD's mom, protect them at all costs.
I agree.
Absolutely love them. Love them. And how iconic when he's told AD no, she gets up, her mom, her sisters, and her nieces are all behind her. And I was just like, that, I don't think anyone's really like comprehending how badass that is. Because right before she went out, her mom said, no matter what, we have your back. And it was just so, I got chills. I was like, oh, I'm living for it.
I spoke to AD recently.
Mm-hmm.
And what I will say is, I don't know how I would have handled that situation, Maddison. I might still be walking around with a paper bag on my head, to be honest, because I was so embarrassed for her watching it.
Oh, I know.
She is so poised and collected, and there's a certain kind of strength that I was feeling from her that was like, yeah, that was some BS. But you know what? So many better things are on the horizon. And so I just want this to be a reminder to the listener, even if you don't watch Love is Blind, you could really go through a completely embarrassing, awful situation, but lessons were learned from Clay and AD. And I think that moving forward, she's going to find her man, because the way her standard is gonna, like, she'll never accept that kind of behavior from someone like a Clay ever again, and that is the silver lining.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And although Johnny gave me red flags about the birth control situation, I loved him and Amy.
Oh, I love it. I love
I'm
Johnny.
living
I love him.
for every second of it. I love it. I think they're quirky. I think they're
Yes.
compatible. I loved how their families were coming together. I was sobbing on the treadmill, Courtney. Like her dad, I was like, thank God I'm the only person in here, because someone would probably come up to me and be like, are you okay? Like pulse check, 1, 2, 1, 2. I was unwell. They were so
I
cute.
love them. Every season
I
of
love
Love is
them.
Blind has to have like one happy, well-adjusted
Yes.
couple that you root for, and
We'll
they were
see.
definitely my number one.
They were
I love
they
them.
were the only ones that were able to root for. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, okay. Let's move on and talk about one of your favorite artists.
Girl, bye. This ragamuffin.
Miss Camila Cabello, you guys. So she appeared on Call Her Daddy this week, and she finally gave the real reason as to why she left Fifth Harmony 6 years later. Actually, like 7 or 8, because she left before they went on hiatus, which we have tea about that as well. Ooh. So while speaking to Alex Cooper, Camila Cabello said, quote, I started distancing myself from the group vision, and it felt like, they were still really passionate and into that. And so I was just like, I'm not happy here anymore, and it doesn't feel aligned. She went on to share that she would wake up early on tour and start writing songs because she didn't want to do it while everyone was around, so she did it while she was by herself. And while initially she wanted to write songs for other artists, she then obviously decided she wanted to sing them herself. Now, what's interesting, Courtney, is despite there being drama in the past when she left Fifth Harmony, remember, it was not all roses and butterflies when she left.
No.
She said that she now focuses and remembers the joyful times in the group, which is interesting that she said that, because right on the heels of that, we also got a new report from Page 6 where a source revealed that Normani, Dinah Jane, Allie, and Lauren are all, quote, keen on getting back together. Apparently, they are all in early conversations for a reunion, and Camila is a part of these early conversations, allegedly. Now, the source did say that this possible Fifth Harmony reunion would not interfere with the release of Camila and Normani's forthcoming solo projects. It would be separate. But I am nervous because we just heard that Normani is finally going to make her solo debut, and now we're getting this Fifth Harmony report.
I think they're trying to take advantage of the fact that we just woke up one day and on TikTok said, remember Fifth Harmony? That's what happened, Maddison.
No, I know.
And all of a sudden, everyone started
everyone
like posting Fifth Harmony stuff and Fifth Harmony memories. Then once it goes from TikTok over to Twitter, then you have a hit. So then all of a sudden, it was just like 3 days straight of everybody talking about how much they miss Fifth Harmony. And I'm sure their teams were like, well, 3 out of the 5 ain't doing nothing. So let's try to get a check. And I'm not mad at that. What I want, though, is Normani to put her album out. I want Camila to dye her hair back brunette.
Thank you.
And, let's give Allie and Dinah Jane and
Lauren.
Who else?
You forgot.
Can't forget my girl Lo.
Can't forget Miss Harmony.
Let's give them some coins. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. But then here's the thing. But before we move on, I want to say this. Don't do all of this, y'all. And then they put out a song and y'all drag her, all of them. Because y'all know how we love to have a great idea with our women and music and entertainment. And then and we prop them up. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, that sucked. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I know. I promise I won't do that, because I'm not shouting a Fifth Harmony reunion from the rooftops, because I want a little mix reunion. Personally, selfishly. But I agree. I feel like the majority of the group isn't doing anything. I'm sure seeing the songs go viral, they were like, we still have a moment. The fan base is still there. Let's do it. I agree. I hope it doesn't obviously affect Normani. Camila's already had some solo projects, so I'm like, Camila, give or take. But Normani has still not had her moment. So I need her to have her moment. I need to see her come out with something after Motivation. I need the follow-up. And I want it to be good. I want it to be great, actually. Not good. I want it to be great.
It's been a wait. So I hope that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, she's really got to bring it. And I agree. After 6 years of a hiatus, whatever Fifth Harmony comes out with, they can't mess around. So make sure they're having those. Maybe go from early conversations to long conversations before you put anything.
You're like, don't come out till next summer. Let's make sure y'all still like each other after a year.
Exactly. And can we talk just a skosh more about Miss Camila's blonde hair that she is rocking? Because
the Sabrina Carpenter cosplay.
Yes, literally Sabrina Carpenter cosplay. Obviously, also she is going for a new sound. She posted a snippet from her new song, I Love It. Samples Gucci Mane's Lemonade. And it also has people comparing her to Charlie XCX.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Girl, first of all, before I dig in, there's nothing wrong with an artist experimenting with their sound. In fact, I encourage that.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't encourage is Camila Cabello waking up and saying, I'm going to give you part Spring Breakers, part Charlie XCX reheat. I have a problem with that. It literally sounds like a Charlie XCX like reheat. And I don't like that for Camila. Give me something more in the vein of Psycho Freak featuring Miss Willow. Like that was honest, vulnerable, and that sounded like true to Camila. This that she put out, that sound like that's playing in the credits of Fast and Furious. And I'm not even going to see that movie. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like, try again, Mila, because that I didn't like it. No.
I also need her to go back to being brunette. I cannot take her seriously.
What is she doing?
I know we have more fun, but it is not meant for everyone. Like she
looks a little silly.
Respectfully. And I hate to be that person, but girl, no.
Is she gonna try to put out a hip hop album, Maddison Hill?
If she knows what's good for her, she would not do that.
Because she had the song that was like, oh my God. Remember when she first came out and it had like maybe Quavo or somebody on it?
Wait, Courtney, I think she might though, because she also did like subtly confirmed she was doing something with Drake. Even though I thought Drake was taking a break because he's got tummy troubles, but apparently not. Coming out of the tummy troubles for Camila Cabello.
He was getting a tummy tuck. He wasn't having no tummy troubles. But I'm honestly not interested in hip hop or R&B or anything like that from Camila. But shout out to her. We can give her a point for trying something new. Yeah. She's trying.
She is trying. And
label only gonna give you a couple more chances, girl.
And then she's gonna need Fifth Harmony. It's gonna be just like Justin Timberlake. She's gonna be like, oh yeah,
I'm holding you down.
all those people that I really just shit on for multiple years, let me call them back up because I might actually need them. Just kidding. It was such a joyful time in Fifth Harmony. Actually, girl, I forgot.
Even when they blew your ass off the stage, it was joyful then too.
I will never forget that MTV Awards. I was at our old job watching that, and I was like, oh, thank God we got a video. But
that is a beautiful moment in pop culture.
Honestly, iconic. And I feel like we don't have a lot of those in like the later 2000s. So shout out to Fifth Harmony for that. Because that was some 2002 business and I was living for it. Speaking of 2002, honestly, actually more like 2003, you guys, greatest news this week. Lindsay Lohan confirmed that Freaky Friday, the sequel, is happening. Freaky Friday 2, it's greenlit. We are so pumped. Of course, Lindsay revealed this while talking to Andy Cohen, the king. Yes. The king, which a housewife is trying to sue him, and he is not having.
Yeah, I was about to say, girl, Andy going to get Leah ass. I have never seen her on Housewives because I'm not all the way there yet in New York. But Leah, it's up for you.
Well, also she's on 2 seasons, 1 season and the COVID season, and the COVID season was not it. So don't. She's acting like she's that girl, and she is not that girl. And do not come for Andy Cohen because then I have to come for you, Miss Leah McSweeney.
I agree, McSweeney.
Keep doing your OnlyFans and leave Andy Cohen alone. I said what I said. Leave him alone. He's not doing cocaine in the bathroom. And even if he is, who cares? Let the man live. Anyway, sorry, Courtney. Had to defend.
Get that off your chest. I know that's right, Maddison.
For those of you who are like, what the hell is Maddison talking about? She filed a lawsuit against Andy Cohen and Bravo this week and said that Andy Cohen did cocaine with his favorite housewives on Watch What Happens Live and at certain Bravo events. And Andy Cohen's like, no. He actually filed or had his lawyer send her a letter and said, if you don't take that claim back, I'm going to sue you for defamation.
Period.
Period. So sorry, guys. Back to Lindsay Lohan and this Freaky Friday business, because shout out to Andy for getting this out of Lindsay. She said, quote, that it is officially in the works. She doesn't want to say too much, but it's happening. And both her and Jamie Lee Curtis are excited. Which, if you guys know, Jamie Lee's previously also been so down for this as well.
Maddison, I need it. I need it.
Oh,
I need it
Freaky
now.
Friday is one of my comfort movies. Like, I always will watch it on the plane. It's one of my most played on Disney Plus. I love Freaky Friday.
I just can't see, in my lifetime, I can't see nobody else doing that movie.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how they like to, like, you know, make another and make another and make another and just like cast different people. Freaky Friday for me is a movie. I don't want to see nobody else play those two characters. Y'all can add on people if y'all want. But we need Lindsay Lowe. We need Lilo. And I need my girl Jamie. Period.
No, exactly. And I actually think with both of them attached to the project, it will be good.
I agree.
Courtney, I saw someone else that we both know on social media earlier be like, oh, I don't want another sequel. I don't want another redo of this. And I was like, are you crazy? This is an iconic film. And the fact that both of the OG actors and stars, two of which are huge stars, that they re-signed on to do this again, I'm stoked. I feel like it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be very good. Like you said, because Lindsay and Jamie are part of it, I think that there's a certain level of care about it. Like, Jamie's not going to waste her time on a project if it's not going to be like a project that's of quality, you know?
Exactly. It's Jamie Lee Curtis. Oscar-winning Jamie Lee Curtis. Like,
theater release Maddison, you think?
I hope so. I feel like people aren't.
Or is it
doing
giving
that
Disney
anymore.
Plus?
It's giving Disney Plus, but whatever, it's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna watch it regardless. I was just curious.
Yeah, I'll deal with it, but I don't know if it's gonna get a theater release.
Because I mean, I go see it in IMAX.
Oh, same. I would pay my $17 to go see Freaky Friday too. I would.
I literally would, without a shadow of a doubt.
My movie pour glass of wine, my popcorn, and my bunch of crunch, and I would go to the movies to go see this.
Oof.
That
I'm excited.
Delicious.
I need it.
Too.
This is a good idea.
I'm here for it. I cannot wait. And I hope we get some more Lindsay Lohan originals. I would die.
There was a point where Lindsay was supposed to put out another album. I don't know what happened.
You're the ultimate.
Lindsay, get your ass on that goddamn guitar.
Lindsay, get in the studio. Get in the studio.
And make sure you call the actress that played Taina to come back and reprise her role too, period.
Yes, please.
Give her that
I
check.
would love that. And Mark Hammond, bring back the dad. Bring back the stepdad. Bring back the brother.
Don't do like reboots and sequels if you're not going to have like some of the original people back. So I'm glad that Lindsay and Jamie are part of it.
And they'll make sure everyone else comes back. Like, once I feel like you hear Jamie Lee Curtis is attached to a project, you're not saying no. You're saying, where do I sign? Exactly.
Me.
Exactly. So Jamie Lee Curtis calls us. Yes, Jamie, whatever you want.
Jamie,
we're ready.
Whatever you need.
We're ready.
Activia on deck, period.
Y'all know I need Activia. So honestly, same. That's going to be me.
Silly.
I will do probiotic yogurt commercials till the day I freaking die.
That'd be a good check, Maddison.
Oh, you know Activia was paying the good coin. She did it for years. Yeah. She was not embarrassed. Activia. I live for it. It's just like Lisa Rinna doing Depends commercials. Do what you got to do.
That was probably a good back for her. And she says yes more than she says no. So
she's like, she always says, if it's paying, I'm saying yes. And I'm like, honestly, same. If it's paying, I'll smile. Okay, let's move on and talk about Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott, because Courtney, I cannot wait to hear your thoughts about this. I know it's been 5,000 years since we talked about them. But Travis Scott seemingly shaded Kylie Jenner this week over on Instagram. So Kylie revealed that she is launching a new brand of hard seltzers. Groundbreaking idea, I know.
Okay.
Called Sprinter. That's the brand. And according to the press release, it is the best tasting vodka soda that Kylie has ever tried. It also appears as though these hard seltzers are going to be, I don't know why I did quotations. They are literally hard seltzers. It also appears as though they're going for like a healthy branding, 100 calories each, no added sugar. There's like a lime, grapefruit, peach, and black cherry, I think are the first 4 flavors that they're coming out with. Yeah.
Okay.
Kylie posted a promo reel for it, of course. And after she posted that, Travis Scott posted something interesting on his Instagram story because, he also has a brand of hard seltzers, Cacti.
Yeah.
So after Kylie announced Sprinter, he posted a photo on his Instagram of 2 Cacti cans and said, nothing better.
Ooh.
And
Here's the thing. Kylie is allowed to do Sprinter because her brand is not tainted by the Astro World tragedy. I was
Mhm.
drinking the little cacti drinks. Honestly, I
Mhm.
was buying them the little 12 packs or whatever until the Astro World tragedy happened and the way that he had responded to the situation. It really just kind of turned me off. And then I honestly, up until this story, had forgotten about it. You like forgotten about the drinks.
Yeah.
So I mean, Kylie right now, for those of you that don't know, she does like the glow beverages, like the energy drinks, because I'm
Mhm.
about to put them on the TikTok shop. And so I mean, I look at this as like another branch of like her beverage empire or whatever, what have you. So wow.
I was hoping for something as a little bit more original, personally. Because remember when we heard that she filed the trademark for Kylie alcohol? And
Yes.
I was like, give me the champs, give me the soft, give me all. I feel like I would rather her do that than another brand of hard seltzers. Like for me, hard seltzers are just so oversaturated that
I
I'm just
agree.
like,
But the numbers in 818 would probably say people our age would buy that
I
over
know.
a bottle of champagne. And she can't
Today's
do
youth,
tequila, like, you know.
today's youth doesn't even know how good they have it. The fact that you guys can drink hard seltzers as your first
Yeah.
gateway into alcoholic
You can
beverages.
sneak that real easy
Like, shout out to you because we were in the trenches. We were in the trenches
with
growing
the
up.
mad dog.
I hate saying growing up, but we're 30 now. So we've grown
Yeah.
up, okay? I said UV blue. UV blue and Sprite was like
Madison,
our
oh
infant.
girl, let's get into the UV. Girl, let me tell you something. It was a summer evening, and I won't say last names, but there was a guy at my high school, such a nice guy, Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. And he was friends with this other like big muscle dude named Will. And this one night, me, Tana, and I think Donovan was with us, my friend
Okay.
Donovan. We
I
all went
love
out to
also guys, I love Donovan. Like
we love
icon
Donovan.
behavior.
Love
Okay.
him.
We
We went out to
live
the
love him.
bars, and then someone had texted me like, "Oh my God, Will is having a party at his house." We left the bars, went to Will's house. Madison, I had a cup of jungle juice. This is like I was like 25. Maybe I was like 23, 24. And I had a cup of jungle juice, and then I had some flowers along with a cup of UV blue. And what I
My
was
stomach
told,
hurts.
yeah, what I was told the next day was a fight broke out at the party, and I was so not in my right mind that I
Obviously.
that I like broke it up and grabbed the one person away, the one girl, and was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Da 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 da. And then I said, I went from, "Oh my God, what are you doing? You can't do this," blah blah blah, to now go get that bitch. And pointed and then sent her ass back into the party to go fight the fucking other person. And then I got back and projectile vomited everywhere because of the UV blue.
Obviously. Oh
I
my
have not
god.
drank UV blue since that night. I will never forget the smell, the taste. It was bad, Madison. That was like one
So
bad night.
so bad. So okay, so
Bad.
obviously never had UV blue again
You saw
after
you
that.
triggered me when you said UV blue,
I
right?
I
And the
literally said
story
UV blue and
immediately came back.
your eyes like something happened behind the eyes. The
Oh my God.
trauma. The
The
UV blue
trauma.
trauma jumped out. Honestly, I feel you. I feel you. That I'm traumatized that I ever even consumed that. And
Y'all
that's not
get
saying
818 and White Claw.
literally. I never want to hear it. I never want to hear that you have gone through it. I never want to hear you've struggled. Gen Z doesn't even know.
They
Gen Z
don't
doesn't even
know.
know what us millennials did for you. You're welcome. You're
We're the
welcome.
reasons why you can drink Four Loko and not die, because some of us had to first. Like, we were on
I
the
know
front lines for y'all.
that is not funny, but the way
It's
you
not
just said
funny, but
that,
it's the truth.
it killed me. I remember Papa Hill, my dad, he did literally interviews on the local news about Four Locos because he was one of the few doctors in Kansas City who's like, I love a camera and some lights. Interview me. And they would interview him and be like, is this actually dangerous? And he's like, yeah, it's alcohol and energy drinks. Like people's hearts are going to stop. And sure enough, people's hearts were not able to handle it. That's why they changed the recipe.
I only needed to have that original recipe one time. And
never
I
had it.
feel
I
like I
was
feel like
scared.
this is like a gross out episode, and this is like not in my normal. It's just we're just talking about stuff that happened in our
I know.
20s.
So you guys know we always like veer off the
Sorry,
road.
y'all. At my Disney internship, y'all, I did the Disney college program like 10 years
Yes.
ago. I had one, I'll never forget it. It was a tall green and red. I think it was like a watermelon Four Loko. I drank the whole can in my apartment as like a pregame. Like, oh my God, we're going to go to House of Blues. Maddison never made it to the House of Blues.
I feel like
Never made
your
it.
college
Projectile
program
vomited all over my bathroom.
was crazy. Like that was your
That-
equivalent to me being in a sorority. I feel like my
Yeah.
sorority years and your college program years aligned.
Living with 5 other men
We hadn't
in their
met yet,
early
but
20s that don't know how to act.
we were living parallel lives. You were just in Orlando and I was
Literally.
in Columbia, Missouri. God bless. We were living parallel
God
lives.
bless.
Literally survived.
The
It
days.
was fun. The days. Wow.
Yeah.
And what's funny now is if I tried to even drink anything that I drank back then, I would
No.
not be able to do it.
No.
Like the fact that we passed around a Burnett's bottle, so unsanitary. Like
Not
in the
the
fraternity
Burnett's.
house, passing it around, taking pulls. Oh, I feel so trapped.
Of the Burnett's, girl.
Oh, of the Burnett's. And if the frat
That's
guys were nice,
wrong.
which obviously we only hung out with the sweetest, most gentlemen like frat boys, but they would text and be like, "What flavor do you want?" before the night got started. So then you would let them know, "I want my pink lemonade, I want the peach, I want blah blah blah," and then they would have your flavor for you with the chasers. But it was never like mix. For some reason, we never did like a mixed drink. It was like, no, we're
Yeah,
passing
never.
it around and taking pulls. Disgusting. And passing it around. Sick.
Madison.
I'm telling you.
You could
It-
never do that after 2020.
Could you imagine me doing that even now? I can't even believe I did it then.
No.
That is so not me. I don't know.
Your best life. You was a
Sorry.
woman. Let's hear you roar.
That's right.
Period.
Gerardi Maddison was a whole different beast. I was just trying to fit in. I was fitting in with the kids, you know? Even
And
though
you
I
did a great
knew-
job, I'm sure.
Yes. And then finally we upgraded to Summer Brew, which was like lemonade, beer, and just a ton of vodka, which sounds disgusting, but it's really good actually. I would still drink that
Oof.
now.
That
TBH.
sounds like a tummy ache, girl.
A tummy ache and a headache, but you know, we persevere. We persevere for the Summer Brew.
We rally.
We rally, just like we're going to rally. Sorry, everyone, for getting off topic, but now you got to
Sorry,
peek
y'all.
into our lives, which isn't that the whole point of the podcast, Courtney? We get to do
Yes.
whatever the heck we want, which is why I love it. Okay, our last thing that we have to talk about, because we would be doing the community wrong if we did not discuss the Biebers and Miss Hailey's Instagram story that she posted this week addressing those divorce rumors. Courtney is taking a big sip of his coffee because he knows he needs it for this.
Bless her.
So Hailey posted on her Instagram story this week saying, "Just FYI, the stories and the constant blind items I see on TikTok are 100% of the time wrong, made out of thin air, come from the land of delusional. So I know it may be fun feeding into these stories, but just know they're always false. XX, sorry to spoil it." Now, what I do think is funny is, yes, TikTok was feeding into the stories, but her own father was feeding into the story saying, "Send prayers to Justin and Hailey." So let's not only attack TikTok. Let's get everyone together if we're going to get everyone together. Some of the blind items on TikTok, Courtney, though,
Mhm.
which we didn't discuss because I feel like you and I are on the same page about blind items. You have to be careful. You really got to sift through
Yeah,
those
you never
and
really know.
consider where they're coming from, especially on TikTok, because I feel like over there, people just want to be part of the conversation, want to be part of the narrative. So
Yep.
they'll post something that's not real just to get some clicks and some
Just
views.
to get some clicks, girl.
Yes,
Dumb.
not everyone is. I don't even want to say has integrity, because I think a lot of people have integrity, but I feel like you and I just take celebrity news like a little more seriously than a lot of people on the
Yeah,
app.
we're not gonna sit up
you
here
know?
and just like make stuff up. We're definitely gonna say like, oh,
No.
like allegedly
No.
or speculation on confirmation, or we're not
Yeah.
sure it's coming from the
Like-
blast, whatever.
Right. We're trying to actually interview these people one day, so we're not trying to make them want our head on a
Yeah.
stick. But some of the blind items on TikTok that were discussed were that Justin cheated on Hailey with SZA when they did their collab, which I'm
Okay.
like, guys, let's use our two brain
SZA's
cells
not
that we have
touching that
together.
boy.
No. And also, does Justin look like he even has the energy to have an affair? Like, no. Are you kidding
Not
me?
the energy. Nah,
He
too
doesn't look like
tired.
he has the energy. No. And Hailey also like posted that she was listening to a SZA song after this Instagram story. So I'm like, okay, clearly that's not true. There was also a blind item that she had somebody on the side and was like having an emotional affair with some rich guy. Also the divorce
Okay.
allegations. Like and that's what I'm saying, you guys. Those you kind of have to be like, let's be realistic here. I think it's more realistic that they are going through a down period. They probably, if Justin is going through something, obviously that's going to leak onto Hailey. I do think she's tired of constantly being the rock. And I do think he does have some immature tendencies, which would cause them to have a down period. But as we've been saying this whole time, I don't think they're getting divorced anytime soon. Like, they're not getting divorced tomorrow. There's no way.
I wish that Hailey would have just said yes and paid it. Because, like, why do you even... I always feel this way about her. Like, don't laugh, y'all, when I say this, because I know this is an awful comparison. I hate when people say this and they use it in conjunction with, like, Nicki and stuff. But I wish that Hailey could be more like Beyonce in the way Beyonce is not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
Think what you want, and I might put up a picture and maybe something in the caption that maybe you could apply to, squashing the rumors. But I just think every time she responds, I don't know why, it just comes across as childish to me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm wrong in feeling that way, but it's like,
I don't think so.
girl, why do you even declare? I'm Mrs.
I was happy
Bieber.
she said something. I was happy she said something with her whole chest, just because she posted on her Instagram for his 30th birthday and was like, the love of my life for life, which I was like, okay, that's a clap back for sure. For life, we get it. But I think what irritates me about her is that she comes off very passive aggressive, which, to your point, I think we're saying the same thing. Passive aggressive, childish, immature.
Yeah.
Because you and I are more along the lines of just say what you want to say. Like, if you're going to say it, say what you want to say. So I was not a fan of the Instagram caption. So I was happy that she posted that on her Instagram story. But I'm still kind of like, okay, don't act like we're stupid, though, because your dad was also feeding the narratives. Like the TikTok blind
it didn't come from anywhere.
Yeah, the TikTok blind items, yeah, absolutely. Nobody thinks you're having an emotional affair with a billionaire. Like, no one's believing that. But we are questioning why your dad's asking for prayers.
Yeah. And he never came out and explained why.
Mm-mm.
Girl.
And neither did the pastor. The pastor was also apparently asking for prayers for them too. Which is, again, I'm a religious person. I think there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, send prayers. But when you say, hey, send prayers in the midst of marital issues, alleged marital issues, and all these rumors, we're going to side eye and say, okay, well, Hailey's dad clearly knows more than he's telling, and Hailey's dad is kind of feeding into what we're already thinking is going on.
I will put this out there. I hope that her father wasn't putting that out there because Justin is sick.
Right.
Because I don't want him to be sick. But that could have been why.
Yeah.
I think I said last time they was praying for fertility.
Maybe a baby. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I was like, Justin, be sick.
Something's going on for sure. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is. I hope it's nothing serious. I do feel like there is something going on. But the blind items and the petty, like, Justin hooked up with SZA, not true.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't believe that. Girl, SZA is busy.
No, SZA's like, I'm putting out hits after hit after hit after hit. Actually, I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? No way do I think that they would hook up. Like, no. The fact that people are even peddling that on TikTok is concerning to me. I'm like, leave people alone. And then we have Ariana out here being like, I hope the internet can differentiate my lyrics of what's real and what's concept. I'm like, I pray for you too, girl, because I don't know if people are going to be able to do that.
You know what I want to ask the community? By the time that this episode is out, Ariana's new album will be out. Community, can you tell us if you like Ariana's album in the comments if you're listening?
Just because I'm curious.
Really?
Some people are going to say I'm not even listening because I don't support someone who has multiple cheating allegations against them.
Well, allegations.
Courtney.
He left Lily J and the baby. He left them.
Yeah, once she found out about it from TMZ. Allegedly. I have my beliefs, but allegedly.
Lily J,
I have to be, because I'm keeping my integrity and saying allegedly, but
Maddison, the thought of
Just know if you're just listening, I'm side-eyeing. I'm getting real close and I'm side-eyeing.
how does Lily J? She's you sit there and you play the tape back. My dad always says that, play the tape back. And you're sitting at lunch. This is an imaginary situation that may or may not have happened. You're
Mhm.
having lunch with your husband, the father of your child, would have you, and his co-star. And then your behind wake up and all of a sudden he date the co-star and leaving you with the baby.
That's basically allegedly what happened. The
But
rumors.
the rumors. Do you want this to go there with her husband?
The
But I love Meredith. But that's not Ariana already left her man.
allegedly.
Dalton's on the NDA, right?
Dalton's not talking.
Dalton, did he
Dalton-
sign an NDA or something?
I
Didn't
don't
he
know
sign an NDA?
I don't know if he signed an NDA, but I think one of the conditions was if you want this check,
You ain't gonna say
you
nothing.
don't.
That's so interesting to me because they weren't together that long to me, or am I bugging out?
2 years. Well,
Well,
they
2 years is a
were
long time.
they were married 2 years. I think they were together
Okay, so 4 years.
maybe like 3.5 years dating, but they were married for 2. Mm-hmm.
She was single. He chose.
You tell
So
whatever,
get him.
whatever,
So get him.
whatever you need to tell yourself to feel better. You tell yourself.
But-
Courtney's like, yes.
Literally me.
Woo!
Me every day.
I'm not listening. Yes.
Yes. And yes, I got your man. Hey, and
Courtney's like, I'm taking my glasses off so I can't even see the headline.
like literally
It's all
can't.
blurry. It's all
Because I know
blurry.
the hits is gonna hit, girl. She is reimagining The Boy Is Mine. The hits are coming.
Okay. And like I said, I hope she's right and that people can differentiate what is
Community,
real
tell
and
us
what
your
is
top
concept.
3.
Let me
The
know if you
paragraphs.
guys let me know if you guys are differentiating because
Oh my God, Maddison, we are too funny.
we are too messy. Okay, Courtney, it's time now for our final segment to put
Put
it.
it in the teapot.
You guys, remember, if you want to submit something to put in the teapot, please email us at toasttoteapod@gmail.com. You can also DM us on Instagram or comment down below on the YouTube video. Please, please, please. It's so fun when we hear from the community firsthand. Remember, it can be celebrity related, personal. We had a personal one last week. Whatever you guys want to put in the teapot and get off your chest, let me tell you, it feels great. It feels great. I feel like this whole episode was me and Courtney basically getting things off our chest, but
Oh, you always kick in.
and it's therapeutic. It's great.
It
Do
is
you have a story about your time with UV Blue? Let us know at toasttoteapot@gmail.com. What's your trauma? What's your trauma with Pop Off Vodka? Let us know. Because it'll make us feel better about sharing ours.
Actually, though, you guys,
Oh,
for this week's Put It in the Teapot, I would like to put in the teapot expectations of people over time. I think that people are always evolving and changing, and I think that we should be open to seeing versions of people that may be different from what we're used to. Just in general, like I have a friend, and many of my friends that I've known for so long, so many years, and I have found that it's so interesting that the more time that I spend with them, the more that they allow me to see them outside of the box, metaphorically, that I have put them in over the years. And you really find out that through friendship, people are really an experience. And I'm really enjoying experiencing people and being able to sort of like enter their world, because our worlds are our safe places. So be able to see people for who they really are and don't keep them in boxes.
I love that. It's like let
Thanks.
people evolve as your friendship evolves.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to put in the teapot is putting things on a pedestal that do not serve me. So I saw this astrology video, which I get a lot of manifestation videos because y'all know I'm always trying to manifest the dream life. And during this video, the woman was saying, like, for people who need to hear this, you are somebody who always gives a ton to others. You also are somebody who always gives energy to things that are always worrying you. Like you're putting on a pedestal, worried about paying that bill. You're putting on a pedestal, worried, am I not going to be enough? You're putting on a pedestal, my dreams are big, or am I ever going to get there? And I feel like I am like that. Like I am always putting my anxieties on a pedestal. I'm always putting worries about the future, Courtney, as you know, because I talk to you about it a lot, on the pedestal. And I feel like I need to stop doing that, and I need to start putting myself on the pedestal. Like I need to remember I am Maddison Hill. I have these goals and these dreams for a reason. And God wouldn't have put these goals and dreams in my mind if he didn't intend on me accomplishing them. So it's time to be less humble, put myself on the pedestal. And so I'm putting anything else in the teapot except for me.
I know that's right, girl. You are the prize. You're the gold.
Courtney.
You ain't no silver or no bronze. You the gold, girl. You're a golden girl.
I'm trying to reframe the mind. Everything in my horoscopes keep telling me I've gotta lean into the evolve. To your point, lean into evolving. So I'm really trying to change my mindset, because by summer I want to be a less anxious, more settled, secure version of myself. Because I'll be 31 by the summer, which is like, which already is giving me upper lip sweat. My sister was like, I'm so sad about turning 28. And I was like,
not 28.
Call me when you're 30. Goodbye. Love you. Happy birthday.
Maddison, there is nothing wrong with 30.
I know. I'm better about it now, but I'm better about it now. Kinda. No, because see, I'm evolving. I'm working on it. You're going
to be 30 fun.
Yes. Yes, you're right. 30 fun. Yay!
Yay! It's gonna be
beautiful. Yes, because I'm going to be an evolved version. Well, not by April, because that's only a month away. But I'll be halfway there by April.
Look at that!
Taurus season. We got this.
Oh, I'm ready.
We're putting ourselves on the pedestal. Oh, we're ready. Pisces, we love you. You're emotional. We're ready for the bull. Ready for the bull. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, Courtney, that is all we have on this episode of Toast to Tea. You guys, make sure you are following us on social media, Instagram and TikTok at Toast to Tea Pod. Also, like I said, if you have any submissions for putting it in the teapot, email us at toasttoteapod@gmail.com. You guys also make sure you're liking this video on YouTube, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure you're subscribed and also participating in the Spotify poll, because it really helps us. You guys can follow me on social media at I am Maddison Hill on Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat at Maddison Hill 93. Courtney?
Yeah, you can follow me at Courtney Revolution on Instagram and Court Revolution on Twitter and the TikTok and Snapchat as well.
All the things. All right,
all
guys. We love you, community, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Oh my God. Bye, friends.